What's up, ticket holders? I got the crew here. We got some discussions to do today, man. Today's my birthday, y'all. So
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And I didn't really want to do this, but this news came out today.
Okay.
And so I said we got to talk about it. So the new image of the Justice League shows Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, and the Flash all on one screen. So we're going to discuss on how we feel about what we're seeing. Is this going to change our expectation for this film, Justice League, or is it going to down it for us? So what do y'all think, man? Batman's suited and booted.
He's about the only one.
We're looking at it right now on your big TV.
Yes, sir.
And I have to say.
You guys want to go first?
I have to say it because it's on the tip of my tongue.
Go ahead.
As far as I'm concerned, Wonder Woman, I think she looked better in BVS. And then Cyborg and Flash look like garbage. And you can't really see much of Aquaman except he got a big ass Wonderland beard. So, like, really, this picture is actually garbage.
Can you zoom in on this shit?
So this picture's actually garbage.
Yeah, Batman's the only one who really looks impressive. Wonder Woman looks like, I mean, they gave her an old school feel, but I just felt like she looked better in Batman vs Superman.
That's interesting because I think her costume was way better than the BVS. It's more brighter.
Yeah.
BVS, she didn't have the blue and the red popping like that. It was so dull. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like it, but it doesn't look like she's in a fight. It's too fucking shiny.
Well, that's Wonder Woman.
That's what's tight.
She's mythology.
She's the light of the group.
Yeah.
And talking about Greek god mythology. So yeah, it's gonna have that Xena warrior princess vibe. I think that's kind of what they was going for, because you can tell that it's very modernized, but it has the old period look as well. But it's a cool modern look though. I think it looks cool. She looks colorful out of the group.
Yeah, she looks colorful.
Cyborg is looking cool though. Honestly, like out of all the stuff that they've shown, I think this is probably one of the coolest pictures I've seen with the team together. Like, yeah, I'm looking at where they are. Like, I'm fascinated by where they are. I want to know how that scene's gonna be in the movie. I think it could be like the Flying Fox ship or whatever. Something.
Yeah, I think
they're about to go on a mission or something. So I'm like, hey, that's tight.
You're on the money with that because you see that grass, they just landed.
There you go. Yeah. So they're about to get down and put in some work. Batman's looking cool. He's got more armor than ever. So I guess he's going into like a big battle.
He will need it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go against Darkseid. Just shake to go to die.
So it looks like he's got extra gear. Yeah. Cyborg looks cool. I think he's gonna evolve a little bit more.
He doesn't look complete though.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna evolve more. Yeah.
That nigga look like he just
prototype, like just starting. So I mean, I'm okay with that.
Cyborg looks like that Transformer on Part 2 that was talking all the smack running around. You know what I'm saying? With the incomplete body.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like to me right now.
I'm excited for him out of the group though.
Who, Cyborg?
Yeah.
That's your standout?
Yeah.
I don't
and then the show, the Flying Fox ship and everything. Flash looks like he's gonna get a better suit. I think that's a prototype as well. I don't think that's his original outfit. I think he's gonna get a better one.
Who's your most favorite season?
Yeah.
Batman. Like, I don't see enough of Aquaman to make Aquaman is like basically in the shadow. I can't really see enough of him.
Right.
But Ezra Miller's Flash suit, I don't like it. I guess it's the black. I can't see the Flash symbol.
It's right there.
I can't see it. It needs to stand out.
Yeah, it's there.
I can see it. It just looks like it's under gravel or rock.
Like that. I don't know. It's just not. The suit's just not doing it for me.
You think there could be a point to Aquaman being mysterious? You think maybe they're saving that for the trailer? Because I think that's a good way to do it.
They could be saving.
Because we've seen everyone else.
They could be saving his reveal for the trailer, and if that's the case, then I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
I'm gonna tell you.
We've seen everybody else.
Out of this picture, Aquaman stands out the most for me.
Tight.
What is it? Trident?
It's the Trident, and he looks more realistic. I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look digitally imaged.
I got you.
Yeah.
Everyone else looks like they've been digitally configured. Even Wonder Woman doesn't look like Wonder Woman. Her face is like much rounder than normal.
Mm-hmm.
I like her outfit. I like the shiny. I like the blue. I like the realness. She brings that light to the group, like you guys said. Okay. Cyborg looks like freaking T-1000 shell.
Thank you.
He's supposed to be
you made that sound tight though.
But the T-1000, nah. Cause he ain't complete. Look at his arm. Like, what is that? On it's no meat on that.
I feel on that.
It looks
but
hollow.
I like your analogy of what you're saying.
Yeah,
like that's tight to me. I like that mechanical type stuff.
It look like he would get wrecked, my nigga. Like, you just pull his arm off. Like, there's no meat on that. Where's his hand at? Like, that shit don't even look tight. Esmer,
this is phase 1 Cyborg. I'm guessing.
I don't think
know.
this is phase 1.
Yeah.
I think this is complete.
Really?
I'm not running with that. Oh, they gonna shoot him up some more. I'm done.
No Flash.
All of them. Batman's as suited as booted as he gonna get.
This
So
is
you telling me
getting ready to
Cyborg
go into a fight?
Exactly. So you telling me
Or a
Cyborg?
regular mission. We don't know what they're going up against.
Well, it's a 2-hour movie, so you can't just have regular missions and side missions and shit like that.
Again, we don't know what they're going up against. We're just
Yes, we do.
That's true.
Steppenwolf. It's already been set in the script. We already read all the shit. We know exactly where they're going against.
So he's the only one in that movie.
We know that he's in the movie. We don't know if they're going against Steppenwolf.
Thank you, Joseph.
We don't know if there's another henchman. We don't know who they're actually.
Steppenwolf's the only one in that movie.
We don't know that.
Okay.
We don't know that. We don't
So
know who's
if Steppenwolf shows up, then you know either there's going to be somebody weaker than him they're going to go against.
All right, now we getting somewhere. Okay.
So then-
I'll accept that.
So if that's the case, then this movie's really going to be trash.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have...
Yeah.
I think you're onto something because
There's nothing... If
this team has great villains. Who says they're going to be dumbed down or
this team
what?
can't fight none of them Justice League villains.
Exactly.
So you know you need Superman and Green Lantern. First off, hands down.
Yes.
There's no flight in this team.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf by himself will get served up by Flash and Wonder Woman alone.
This goes back to what I was saying. We don't know what other characters in the movie, and we don't know what other characters.
Right. Steppenwolf is not enough for the Justice League.
You're talking about these same three that
I don't
are ready to
know
take
them, my
Doomsday.
nigga. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Who is this Flash?
Right.
Who is this Cyborg?
Who is this? Why are they?
Who is this Aquaman?
And
We don't even know who the Wonder Woman is. Basically,
running the
he ain't
show.
got her movie yet,
Yeah,
bro. This is a freaking problem. I don't feel shit from this picture.
They're just going together.
And I'm sad right
What's
now.
the mission? What's the
That's-
why
I
they're here? What's the
see
cause?
Batman, Wonder Woman, and everybody else. Who is that Cyborg? This is a problem when you don't build a universe. You feel me? I'm trying to look past it and just look at their costumes, but I don't feel nothing here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel shit. I don't feel like that's. I'm looking at 5 people. I am not looking at the Justice League.
And Cyborg should not be the same height as Flash.
No.
That nigga should be
that
huge.
Flash costume. Now that I'm looking at it now,
He's too small.
Sure.
It's trash.
Thank you. Now here's what I'm saying. What you said, Jody, about them not building the universe. This is why I said when they first came out and they said we're gonna do right after Superman, Man of Steel, when they said okay, we're gonna do Batman v Superman and we're gonna do Justice League. I said fail. DC, they're so obsessed with trying to catch up with Marvel, trying to match up, trying to do this. They're not taking the time to build themselves.
I'm not even putting Marvel.
They're
in
not
this
even
no
trying to
more.
catch up with Marvel.
Like,
They're not.
this
They're trying to be. They're so obsessed with not trying to be Marvel, trying to be different. When Marvel did it the right way, they're trying to say we can do it a different way and still be good.
Yeah.
They're arrogant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what you said, but I'm gonna add more to it. They only care about 2 people on this team: Superman and Batman.
I disagree.
Superman's an
The other
afterthought.
team,
I disagree. They
don't
only-
care for this.
Where's the care for
That's why
Superman
they don't
at?
have films yet.
Superman
There's no care
they
for
took
Superman
out of his own
They only
movie.
care.
I'm
Batman's the
looking at
face
a
of that.
Justice League
Batman's the face
picture
of his
with no
universe.
Superman in it. This is not the Justice League, and I ain't mad because he's dead. He should be here.
Yes, he should.
There's no Justice League without Superman. There's no Justice League without Batman. There's no Justice League without Wonder Woman.
There's no Justice League without Flash.
Flash, Aquaman, they can switch around. Cyborg, he could go. Manhunter.
Manhunter.
Where's Green Lantern?
Where's
You
Manhunter?
really
Where's
put me
Green
over the edge
Lantern?
of that. I wanted Manhunter to be there. The original
where's
7,
Green
the
Lantern?
original
Give
core
me
7,
that.
and they kept trending that. Remember the hashtag Unite the 7? Where the other 2 at? Who just say that they're not there? But
Superman
still,
and Green Lantern.
See what I think. I think they're going to do is I think they're going to try to do the Martian Manhunter and Justice League. They're going to try to do his debut in Justice League.
He's not.
Or
It's
something.
Green Lantern.
It's Green Lantern.
Sorry, staff. The entire core, Green Lantern core.
We just did our most anticipated films in 2017.
And this wasn't on it.
No wonder why this wasn't even a mention. None of us even mentioned this film.
Oh wait, no. I think
No one- no
do
one
it as an
mentions-
honorable mention.
Nah, man, that's after y'all start throwing stuff out just to throw movies out.
But
It was none
even
of
when
our
he said
honorable
it at that
mentions.
point, it didn't count.
Yeah,
he
it was
just,
on
he
none
was
of our
just-
honorable mentions.
Yeah.
None
No
of
one
us
cares,
mentioned.
bro.
There's a haze around this movie to me. I don't.
There's a
feel
haze in
shit.
this picture.
Yeah,
Look, I agree 100% with you. This
I'm about to go off on this sheet. I'm trying to hold back.
no, just go ahead and do your thing. But this right here is a prime example of not knowing what you're doing. I like the way Aquaman looks in the corner. I like the mysterious factor of
Ain't nothing over there.
I like that because there's nothing to look forward to.
Dang.
Batman
Aquaman looked the tightest when he was drinking that liquor and took that wave.
Batman looks like
that Comic-Con trailer, huh?
When he was like,
Batman looks like he's gonna be slow and not effective at all. I mean, Christian Bale was like he needed less armor to move around. This nigga has extremely amount of armor, large amount of armor,
Looking
it
like
looks
Night
terrible.
Owl.
Flash looks weak. I don't care what freak what none of y'all say out there. Y'all can love it. Listen, guys, ticket holders and people that just come on my channel to hate or like or whatever. You can like this photo. There's nothing wrong with not liking this photo. That doesn't make you different. Doesn't anything. You can like the photo. That's fine. You can like the way Ezra Miller looks as the Flash. That's perfectly fine. Personally, me, I think he looks like garbage. He's trash. His chin is weak. His eyes are weak. His hair is weak. His body structure is weak. He is a weak-looking Flash. He doesn't scream Flash to me. He screams an actor who wanted a check, who said, "I can play that." Garbage nigga. I don't have no time for it. I'm marking my finger on it. There's nothing he could do in this movie to make me like him as Flash. I will like the things that Flash does. Oh yeah, that was like Flash winning time. He run real fast. I like the things Flash do.
They'll be quick to say, what about that scene where he ran all of? You mean that computer generated scene? We're talking about Ezra Miller as Flash.
Ezra Miller as Flash. He already played a nerdy Flash, which I already eliminated from. I don't like him. Nah, he's playing a nerd that most people will be able to relate to out there, and that's fine. But I can't relate to that. Flash is my second best superhero, DC hero of all time, and I'm watching him get destroyed.
How dare you?
But wait, J3.
How dare you not like something?
But wait, J3. wasn't Barry Allen a nerd in the comics? That's what they're going to say.
There's nerds and there's me. He ain't me. I ain't got time for. I have no friends, and you're the only person I know, and like I don't want to see that. Ben Affleck though screams Batman to me. I feel the Batman. I feel the Bruce Wayne from. I feel that. I feel Gal Gadot. I feel her as Wonder Woman. I feel her. She feels like a Wonder Woman, even though she might not have the physique that most people want, including myself. I quoted that, but she feels like Wonder Woman. She has the wholesome, the heart, the love, the spirit of it. Everybody else, nah. Only reason why Aquaman gets somewhat of acknowledgement. Only reason why he gets somewhat of acknowledgement of being a barbaric animal beastie niggas because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Khal Drogo.
That's the only reason why we're like, well, it might be alright. You know what I mean? He did play a ruthless ass nigga.
Because they made him where you just looking at him, you're not going to make fun of him just looking at him. But if he's weak in the movie,
I doubt he's going to be weak. I doubt any of them going to be weak. Let me explain that. The reason I say that is because you have no Superman or Green Lantern. You're going to have to amp these niggas up. I mean, you're gonna have to amp them up. You gotta remember, this is a young Flash. So his excuse of not being fast enough, he needs more training.
Yeah.
I already know this routine. It's the same routine. It's that Star Wars shit. He must have much training. He needs to get faster. This is the reason why he's not fast enough.
See,
we already know this. And his suit's gonna amp his speed up. Nigga. That's why he got all the fucking armor on. The suit's gonna amp his speed up where you gonna be able to go back in time and shit.
That's Act 2 right there.
What I wanted them was I want the Justice League.
Let it loose. You too calm like you preaching to the choir.
That's how he is.
I know. I'm just fucking with him.
I want the Justice League that I grew up with, who were already established.
He ain't said one cuss word.
Like
this ain't C. Smith.
This doesn't give me any emotion. Like I don't feel anything for these characters. Like Batman is whatever. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. I'm just gonna say it. She looks like Wonder Barbie in this picture to me. I'm just not feeling it. It's like they said we're gonna do a darker version of the
like
Justice
the Flash,
League.
bro.
I don't like any of them.
He looks
right now.
nothing like the Flash.
Like, give me. Like, if you're going to give
Thunderbolt is so vague,
exactly.
man.
I mentioned it when I did my reveal of their first pictures, man. That black is tearing that suit up. It should be more red, and it should be white around that symbol to make the symbol come out, and the symbol's too small.
Yeah, it doesn't pop.
Not enough red. Now that I'm seeing, I was more forgiving in the first video because it was a more flattering picture. This is unflattering even more so. That is a nasty looking Flash.
It's garbage.
That looks nasty.
All the mechanics, it's just It's weak, man. And I hate to bring in Marvel and certain things, but even when you seen the Spider-Man trailer, when he pulls the suit off and it loses, I like that kind of shit. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How the hell he gonna get that shit off?
It looks.
Fuck, nigga, got transpire.
That suit doesn't even look like it could take friction. It looks like armor. How do you run fast in that? You need a skin tight type of special material bodysuit.
Yeah.
Not that armored up. That's weird to me.
That's weird.
It doesn't make, like, I know this is science fiction, but would you at least try to make it make scientific sense?
Yeah.
You know,
Some type of logic in that.
Yeah,
It doesn't, like Cyborg look like,
metal just cause.
that nigga like a cracked hard drive, my nigga. That shit don't
I
even
always
look
thought
tight.
that, I always thought with the Flash's suit that you see where it's black. I thought that was like a special type of Templar that's friction based. But I'm looking between his thighs. That's red metal.
Yeah.
That's friction supposed to be happening all. No homo. His crotch area. There's nothing there that would stop friction.
When I see that crotch area, no homo, I think of the Urkel robot. Remember used to dance? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like. Does it not?
The way he's posed,
I'm
bro.
gonna-
The way
You know
he's
what?
posed, his pelvis is sticking out. It looks like, and the chest is all back. He just looks noodly, man, and weak.
But he don't look more noodly than this nigga. He looks like Ultron trying to rebuild himself. There's no strings attached to me. Look at his arms.
I'm the only one that likes Cyborg. I love the way he looks.
This
In
nigga
the-
arm.
No, I like Cyborg.
That nigga arm does not
There
look
was a
complete,
TV show
bro.
version of Wonder Woman
I like the way
a while
Cyborg
back, right?
looks.
No, they tried to do it. It was a failed pilot.
That nigga look cracked.
That looks like the suit from that TV show, don't it?
Nah,
It
because
does.
she had pants on the TV show. That was the failed
Yeah,
pilot.
but
that
it's the
happened.
same. It's the same color scheme. It looks like a.
Who you talking about?
Oh, you mean the
Wonder
look?
Woman. It looks like an older woman suit.
No, that looks like it looks like they did a blend of the 1941 Wonder Woman with the color blend and threw in a little bit of the new modern day Wonder Woman.
Because I don't know. I like
think she shoulda had the pants.
I
I would've liked the
pants. Would have been
pants.
cool.
I like the
Or
pants.
The girl from the pilot had the
or
pants.
the
Those kind
No
of-
to the pants.
the pleated, no, not the pleated, like the Greek skirt that she had on,
She has.
Oh, you're talking about the armor,
the armored
the
skirt.
gold shit.
Yeah, the armored skirt.
But that's too much like Injustice,
like
and that's what they're running with. That's why Flash looks that way. Now I will give.
That's where they got it from.
I will only give. You see how Batman he's armored up just like he was in.
Right.
This is all
Now I see it.
Injustice.
When you called it, I'm like,
This is
yeah,
all Injustice.
Now I see it.
Yeah, 'cause
That
I
is the
I
Batman
didn't
straight
see
from
it.
the Arkham Knight video game. That's
That's
the armored
in-
edition Batman on Wii U. That's exactly what he looks like.
You know what? Fucking right.
Now Cyborg,
Definitely Injustice.
I think is too small. He should be really big.
Yes.
Now, however, maybe we can think outside the box with. Well, I could think outside the box with him. Maybe this is the Cyborg that's just detached from his armor. Maybe he takes certain things off, and when he's in battle mode, he suits up like he do in Injustice. When you do your special, all this armor comes and he's just blasting niggas up. If he does that, then I'll give him cool. He looks cool. But right now, to me, his arms and shit don't look complete. He doesn't. Let me see if I can see right here.
He looks like a constantly moving machine. Like his innards move.
I mean, the last
constantly.
time
Like
we
a
saw
transformer.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
tight.
I mean, the last time we
That
saw him
makes
was in
sense.
that one scene. He was coming to formation.
Right, and no,
So,
even in
and
the
he
Justice,
still looked kind of.
even in the Justice League footage, his mouth was moving when he was talking. It all makes sense.
Now-
all right, this is
The
just me
motion of it,
personally.
the motion of
I
it.
believe
Cool with
Cyborg
Cyborg.
is an
I'm cool
on-point
with it,
character.
Christian.
Now this cyborg.
You might not like the way he looks, but I believe the form factor that they're using for him, being machine and all of his guts moving.
No.
and
I'm
stumbling
all for
around
that.
to make it turn in.
I like that.
I think that's tight.
Now, if he does that and fills in those voids, then we got something good.
Here's my question regarding
For me.
cyborg. Is this cyborg? Because this doesn't look like human type technology cyborg. So this is supposed to be what, apocalyptic technology or
He
how?
was made from a mother box.
Yeah.
It's like-
From a mother box?
yeah, mother box
Okay,
technology.
because I didn't.
Alien technology.
Yeah, they haven't ran on that story with Cyborg in since like the early '90s.
The cyborg I know is from Teen Titans, the cartoon. So I don't really know too much about Cyborg because that show didn't make me care for him. That's why I didn't like it when they moved him up to the Justice League in the comics or whatever.
Cyborg isn't the type of character that you care for either.
Yeah, but
He's not that. He's not on the level of the people around him.
yeah, that's why I get why they didn't do why Green Lantern wasn't initially in it because he was supposed to be, but the Ryan Reynolds movie failed. So I get
If
it,
you
but-
just if you threw Cyborg, the Flash, and Aquaman into this movie, you could have threw in the Green Lantern too.
Yeah.
It's only 5 characters up there. That is not the Justice League. First of all, you effed up because there's not 7. There's 2 missing.
And
That's
Superman.
not enough. Superman ain't there.
But he's gonna be there.
But it ain't the Justice
I
League without
predict Superman is not going to show up to the 3rd act of the film and save people. Whoever the threat is, they're going to lose. Start losing. Superman's going to come at the end of the film in the 3rd big action scene and
Still
save the
tripping
day.
that there's no John Jones. That's crazy.
Exactly.
There's no
Right.
Martian Manhunter.
We don't know
What the heck?
that.
Because the Martian Manhunter is the one
That's
who initially
crazy.
united the fucking Justice League.
That's only on the cartoon series.
Batman looks
Which is-
like
They're not doing that.
Batman looks like Batman. Wonder Woman looks like Wonder Woman.
I thought that was on the
The
comic.
pose that Wonder Woman
No,
is
I think
standing in
they're
is
following.
unflattering. She's just standing like flat.
Because that's not her. That's a CG image of her. That doesn't look like Gal Gadot.
Photoshop.
I see
Thank
what you
you.
mean.
Her face
What
is
I'm
too
saying
round.
is that we're judging by the costumes. That's all the thing we can look at, right? Them in the costumes. Batman looks cool.
The set, I guess.
Wonder Woman is on point. Cyborg looks good to me. Flash is trash. And Aquaman. The biggest eyesore is Aquaman. Aquaman looks like he does not belong with those 4.
Aquaman looked like he wasn't even in that picture, bro.
Yes, Aquaman, no. Just look at all of their stuff. They have flashy costumes. Aquaman looks like he belongs in
G.O.D.
a dark
His own movie.
underworld solo film. He doesn't look like he's a superhero. He doesn't look like he's a hero. He looks like a villain somewhere. He don't like he belongs with them. They're all shiny and glistening.
I
and
can't
got
wait for that
suits.
film you just described.
Huh?
Film ain't gonna
Can't wait for
happen.
that film. Yeah.
Yeah, that dark, gritty iron.
It's gonna be his movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what and that's
I
what
heard
I'm
Black
saying. I'm
Matter.
looking forward to
Well,
it.
they did hire what's his name to be his ocean master.
Oh, Patrick Wilson.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Owlman.
Yeah.
The sad thing
Patrick Wilson.
is that there's going to be a scene in
A lot
the
of people
Justice
would know him
League
besides
film
Owlman.
Tight,
where they
tight.
do a turnaround.
I got you. Yeah.
There's gonna be
I
a
don't
scene.
like it.
There's gonna be
then
there's
Black
gonna be a
Panther's gonna
scene
be the
in the
villain
Justice
too.
League film where they
That's
do a
gonna be
turnaround. What?
All right, all right. There's going to be a scene in the Justice League in this movie. You know, kind of like the Avengers in the middle, dun, dun, and they're all in the circle, and it was epic, and you felt it. It
You're not
felt
gonna
really
feel
good.
it.
Right.
They're gonna do a Justice League version of that.
It's not gonna work.
and you're not gonna feel shit because you don't know who they are.
Right.
Yeah,
They're just
because what I would have.
yeah.
Here's the thing I would have liked.
It's not that scene. It looked good in Avengers. What made it feel good and made it like one of the most epic superhero scenes in the history of superheroes was because Thor had his own movies and you knew who he was. Iron Man had his own movies and you knew who he was. Captain America had his own. Even Black Widow.
Even
Jeremy
Hulk.
Renner.
They were in those other.
And then they all came together, and when you seen the picture of them, it was like, oh my god, they're there. I'm looking at this picture. Who are they for the first time? I see Wonder Woman, Batman. I kind of know, but the rest is like, oh, some new guys. And then when they have their scene, like the Avengers, it's gonna be like, oh, nice action sequence. You're not gonna feel it.
because there's no
We have
connection
to
to the
feel.
characters.
Man,
Like what
They
I would
just, they
have.
just throw sand. Yeah.
What I would have liked is I would have liked to get the I would have liked to get the standalone movies first. Do the Justice League, then do the Superman 2, and you can do the Death of Superman and the Superman 2. I would have liked to see the Death of Superman as its own story.
They already did
cramming, I know, but instead of cramming everything into that one story of Batman versus
They wasted
Superman,
that story. That
they
should have been
wasted
like
it.
third movie.
Yeah, they
third
wasted
Justice League movie, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
because what they could have did, they could have did the Death of Superman, or they could have did the Death of Superman after the Justice League movie, and you would have got to see the second Justice League movie start with them mourning Superman, trying to carry on without Superman. And
It's
he comes
still too
back in the
early
third
for
movie.
that. I see where you're trying to go with that, but it's
Yeah,
still too
it's
early for that.
just-
He didn't even get Man of Steel 2.
Yeah, because they
it's already rushed.
panicked. Because they panicked.
Well,
because enough.
let's just get
people
off of
didn't-
Superman
yeah.
dying. He shouldn't be dead at all.
He shouldn't.
And they shouldn't have ran a Superman story unless you have a Justice League to back up the death of Superman. You gotta remember when Doomsday came down, first person to encounter Doomsday was John Jones, Martian Manhunter. And Superman said, I'll handle this little fella. And he handled it. That was powerful. His death, Justice League was there. Justice League members were there. Superheroes came from all over the universe, the galaxy, to go to Superman's funeral. That was powerful.
Exactly.
That meant something. That's out the window.
Exactly.
This looks like that freaking Superman
matter in
movie
the
they
movie.
came out with on the first animated one. That's why I didn't like that movie like that. Because when Superman died, it was just Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen.
They need to scrap this shit now. scrap it, start over. This is the only thing that's gonna save this movie. If the Flash goes in time, changes time, Earth 2, and everyone's different the next
Crisis
film.
on Infinite Earth. Yeah, we've been saying that forever.
Man, that's the only thing that's gonna
and
fix
that's
this
why
shit, bro. Freaking hate Batman vs Superman, bro. Niggas are not. They're still not realizing what Batman vs Superman did to this DCEU.
It killed it.
Batman vs Superman is doing this shit. That's why the reason why we have this trash. I don't feel shit here. The reason why this right here is bad is because of Batman vs Superman, and it's gonna happen to the next film and the next film. 3 years from now, guys, when we have Black Adams or whatever the freak else,
we ain't getting
Justice League 2s and Batman solos and Man of Steel 2. We're gonna look back at Batman vs Superman, and it's gonna progressively get worse and worse and worse because you're trying to pile on top of the weak foundation that Batman vs Superman had. They freaking introduced Doomsday in that first movie, bruh, and you put Batman and Superman in the Man of Steel. First of all, Man of Steel 2 was supposed to be Batman vs Superman. I immediately took an issue with that.
Me too.
When this nigga told me Man of Steel and Batman, trash. No. Make Superman the Man of Steel 2. Do not make this. When I heard Batman vs Superman was coming out, I was infuriated.
Because you didn't have that solo Batman.
No.
You know, freak Batman. Freak him. You need to build Superman. You need to let everyone know what Superman stands for. He's the head and the leader of the Justice League, and now he's dead. And then not only did you introduce Batman and have him completely take over the movie,
basically,
you introduced Superman's #1 deadliest villain, Doomsday. The #1 overall villain is Darkseid. I'm talking about deadliest. Like Doomsday is the nigga.
Nigga that killed him.
Yeah.
Yes. It's you. How dare you?
And you threw a sorry Lex Luthor in that shit.
You know why that happened?
You know they had. They had Bryan Cranston.
Regardless.
Oh no, the freak that. That's not a problem. The biggest problem is you had Superman and Batman and Doomsday in the same freaking movie, and you just introduced them, bro, and then you killed Superman. You did the death of Superman.
You killed
in
Doomsday.
The Batman vs Superman film. Doomsday's gone. Superman's gone. What the heck?
You ain't got
Don't forget that they killed General Zod in the fucking first.
That was okay though.
That's fine.
That was a Man of Steel standalone get down, and there's always ways you could trickle off of that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Zod. The problem was you took certain villains that shouldn't have been told yet.
You saved Doomsday for 10 years down the line for Justice League Part 2.
So these niggas
Doomsday would have served all them up. Imagine Doomsday being the villain in this film with Superman in it and Steppenwolf. That's a freaking battle. Way better than Infinity War it's gonna be.
That's a two-parter right there.
Yeah, dang straight.
See,
but people think about Thanos and shit.
Let me tell you what happened.
A real Doomsday? Shit.
Let me tell you, this is the one.
They won't even be there. Superman be like, go back. Because he gonna keep getting distracted. He gonna go right after Batman and right after Aquaman. He gonna try to go over
Just quote me now. As the years go on, Batman vs Superman will be known as one of the worst superhero movies ever made for what it did to the whole entire other super movies that follow it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with liking Batman v Superman because we know why you like Batman v Superman. You like Batman v Superman because you like to see the superheroes. You like to see the superheroes in action. There's the only reason why you like it. There's the only reason why you like it because there's no other way.
Because that wasn't Batman and that wasn't Superman.
You just like to see the costumes and the interacting of the heroes. That's why you like it. That's why people love it. People say they like it because they say, "Oh my God, it was so tight the way Batman did this." What about everything else? What about the foundation of it? What about the movie? The movie was trash, and it was trash for these reasons. Just like you said, the foundation sucks. Dude, you showed the parademons. You showed all this stuff for no reason. The movie should have been Man of Steel Part 2, introducing Bruce Wayne, aka in the movie, Batman. That's how you do it. Following 6 months later, you have a standalone Wonder Woman movie. That's how you do it. In the meanwhile, you put a Batman movie in between Superman and Wonder Woman, something going on between both missions. So you intertwine the Trinity. Boom. Yeah. So you have Superman in the Superman.
The Trinity.
In the Superman is Batman. Beginning of Wonder Woman is the end of Batman. But you do it Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. Now you have the Trinity. In the same time, you have Batman. If you're gonna make Batman the face of DC, you want to make him the Tony Stark of the squad. I don't like it, but whatever. Then in Batman's movie, you have him making a Justice League. Trying to find a bigger battle. Trying to find something else. Because in my eyes, Man of Steel 2 should have been Batman. What it should have been was Lex Luthor and Metallo. That should have been the battle.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor and Metallo versus Superman with the help of Batman to stop Lex Luthor. That's what it should have been. Batman needs to be Deathstroke and probably like the Riddler.
See, no, not Riddler.
Oh, he's a cold motherfucker.
Should I search for that?
No, that movie don't exist. I'm sorry, Cortana.
Here's my
You get it too.
Here's my thing.
Did you want to search the web for this?
Sorry.
Stop listening, Cortana.
Sorry. Did you want to search the web for this?
Stop listening.
But it's just so much to it. Like it could have been. It could.
Go to the picture. I'll go.
Yeah, just go to the media. It could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. They really. Excuse me. Thank you. It could have been so much better. They just really dampened that shit, and they didn't even care.
Because you know what? And it's sad because this is Warner Brothers owns these characters. They own the lore that these characters come from, and they're not even treating them respectfully. This could have.
Why treat it respectfully when you have people out there saying this is the greatest thing ever, and you're sucking the cock for no reason? It made 700 million or 800 million.
Yeah, but it didn't have no follow. It didn't have no follow-up action.
That's what's up. But it made 800 million. So when you have people that sit there and ride on that shit instead of saying, yeah, they made that, but this is a terrible movie, you need to fix it. I'm glad Ben Affleck has an ego, and he didn't like the results that he got. He didn't like what he heard from actual fans, voters. He didn't like what he heard from actual fans, and he got mad about it. So he's trying to make a better Batman movie. But at the same time, like, I'm hearing you're gonna have a girl Robin and shit. You're fucking up the movie, man. I don't want to see a female Robin.
But there was actually a female.
I don't care what it was actually.
That was Dark Knight Rises, right?
No.
See, that's the thing. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. DC is fueling his mind with negativity.
What do you mean?
Because I don't follow
talking about that Frank Miller stuff, but we gotta go beyond that.
No,
I don't follow comics.
But you can't make a Robin unless you get Richard Grayson first. Hands down. I don't give a frick about Carrie, Tim, or Jason. Richard Grayson.
They can do what the freak they want. They can do what they want. Just like, you see what they did to my Superman? They can make it the freaking girl out the jump.
Exactly. And that's a problem. Because everyone's going to look at it like, oh my God, it's cool. You have a freaking Carrie. She's that Frank Miller book that Frank Miller doesn't even like claim anymore because he's going to end up like George Lucas in a minute. Just sell that shit and leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm old. I hate what I've done. He's going to look at this stuff like that. He's going to be on Mojo's top 10. What have I done? He's going to be on that shit. Watch what I tell you. Frank Miller's going to be saying, what have I done?
I'm sick of that nigga. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that non-Superman loving nigga. I'm sick of that Superman hating nigga.
They
Frank Miller ruined freaking my freaking character, bro. Superman's dead because of him.
They ruined.
Zack Snyder's a little bitch for even going off, basing it off of Frank Miller. Batman versus Superman is not canon. Batman versus Superman is not even canon. Batman is show as heck ain't canon. Superman. So why the freak would you make a movie based on two non-canon characters? Freak Batman.
Because the fans want to see bullshit just like they wanted to see
it's Zack Snyder, nigga.
No,
it's all his fault. It's all Zack's fault.
We can go higher than that.
Total power over the DCEU.
The Batman the Killing Joke. What did they say? It's gonna be the greatest thing ever, man. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. They wanted to run it. It's not that it sucked, but it wasn't what it should have been. It wasn't the hype. The hype was too enormous. Yeah. Oh my God, the Joker. He cracked a joke at the end of the movie. It was great.
See, here's
we waited all this time.
Bruh, the comic was good in the 80s, right? Because it was something you ain't never seen before. The shit don't hold up, bruh.
2006,
read that shit. That shit is weak, bruh.
I think the movie's better than the book, actually.
Here's my
I read that book. That book ain't even all that. The book ain't even all that, man. That's fanboys hyping shit up bigger than it is.
Exactly.
The Killing Joke is not a dope comic book.
Here's my thing.
It's good. It ain't dope like that. Don't deserve its own movie. Niggas hyping, doing backflips over shit. Heck no.
Here's my thing, because you got on something that I have been saying for years from jump. People didn't believe me when I said this. I said the DC universe was going to be garbage. I said it before Man of Steel even came out. I said this because they got Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder was okay he did 300, right?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder was okay for that. I love 300. You know what I didn't love? Watchmen.
Watchmen was tight.
I didn't love it though. I didn't love it because it was certain stuff about Watchmen, certain things about Watchmen.
The blue cock.
It was just certain things about Watchmen.
He was so.
Bruh, I keep looking at y'all niggas and I keep looking at that screen and I don't see the Justice League.
I don't. But it was just certain things about it that rubbed me.
That should make my own Justice League fall back in shame. Look at them niggas. Oh shit!
I don't know them.
Like, yeah,
I don't know them.
That shit like some cosplay.
How are you
shit.
introducing a whole? If the Avengers did this too, we would be wrecking it too.
We would.
How you just in the first film, in the second, the third movie in, for the whole MCU? If you show me the Avengers,
I'd be like,
who are these? That Thor look weak. I'll wreck Thor. She don't look enough like Thor to me.
Yup.
I'll wreck Thor.
And he don't, because he don't even have the. He don't even have the.
Yeah.
He don't even have half the suit.
I'll wreck a whole bunch of other characters, man. But we know who they are because they have their own films. We understand the characters.
Mm-hmm. The acting perspective.
If you saw Thor with that damn helmet on in the fucking movie, though, you would clown him.
He still doesn't have his helmet on.
Yeah, you would have clowned him though, because they made a conscious decision.
No, they need to give him his fucking helmet in this new
He only had it
one.
in the first one.
He needs his helmet.
He did wear the helmet for.
He needs his damn helmet, but regardless of Thor,
that first Captain America suit, bruh, that's a joke.
Weak.
Imagine the Avengers with that first Captain America suit, that first Iron Man suit, that first Thor suit,
Iron Man suit was kind of
Scarlet
cool.
Black Widow, Jeremy Renner, and the Hulk.
Yeah.
Only ones get a pass is Iron Man and the Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk was tight.
The Hulk was tight.
The only ones was get a pass with Iron Man and the Hulk, and we would be wrecking on everyone else. I would have got on Thor. I would have got on Jeremy Renner, and you best believe Cap would have got that shit for that freaking cloth looking like grandma made that shit suit.
But much have they made it better in Winter Soldier?
But what did they do?
They made it.
What did they do, guys? They gave us a Captain America solo film. So we saw him start off with that garbage in the old days, and he elevated to a new one, and we saw what he was about. We understood that he's not all into the me. It's about them.
Yep.
So we understand. And we know about Thor, and we seen him in the suit. It kind of eased on us a little bit, and it changed a little bit between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Little refinements here and there. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
And it's early.
And now we see the Avengers, and the sheep made us come.
Early 2000s.
See, my thing with this is like looking at like y'all say y'all like the cyborg's look. Right.
I don't like the way
No
it
one
looks
likes
right
it
now.
but me.
I think if
Me and Ronan
they
like
if they amp him up where he starts, like, I like what you say with the mechanics moving and stuff, I'm okay with that. And then if he gets bulkier, like because he's too small.
Yeah, he is.
Bruh, he's like small. Like Wonder Woman's what we're predicting, 6'4", 6'5".
6'4".
That nigga should be like 7 foot.
Yeah.
He's like Shaq or something running behind him, cause he's big. Like that's why he's in the back of. He's bigger than Manhunter.
Yeah.
He's big. So he's too small. He's head to head with Flash, and Aquaman's bigger than him. So I don't like that.
Yeah.
Now, if when he does his armor and he ends up being big, then we got something good. This could be a Super Saiyan. This is a Super Saiyan 1 cyborg.
Yeah.
He ain't
But
complete.
this is what I was getting at is you gave me Cyborg, but you gave me your interpretation of what Cyborg looks like, how he was created. But I don't care because you gave me you didn't even give me 30 seconds of him in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, he did.
It was weak.
He was like,
But
cut the camera.
I don't care about the character. That's my thing. Like, I know who Cyborg is supposed to be, but the average Joe ain't gonna know who the hell he is.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna connect with this dude.
But you gotta remember, the average Joe don't care anymore. Sorry, Joe, not you.
He's not the average Joe.
Don't care, he just
He's
wants
not
the
the
action.
average Joe.
Yeah,
He's
The average Joe just wants the action. The average Joes who love Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, them the average Joes.
And
that's what Hollywood is going wrong with. You don't cater to the average people. They're gonna like whatever you bring out. You cater to those who appreciate the arts and the actual characters, because when you do that, you have magic. That means everyone's on the same page. When you have people that are when you have a movie like Batman v Superman make that much money, and it's like it's bad, but it's good. It's bad. It's upside down. That's a bad thing.
Exactly.
That ain't good. It should always be at least. You got your haters and you have your winners. Some people ain't gonna like it at all. I don't like Batman. Shit, you don't fuck Superman. I don't go. This movie's trash just because. But when you have people have a valid reason why it's a bad movie, and then you see the changes they're trying to do because they know they made a bad idea, that's a problem. And Batman, this right here, Justice League doesn't look right, man.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask you guys to follow me on this journey. You guys as well on the panel. Some of you guys are young, so some of you can just listen. You remember Michael Keaton's Batman?
Yep.
Remember how good Batman the original was, 1989?
With the Reeboks? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then Batman Returns.
Yeah, 92.
Remember Superman, Christopher Reeves?
Yeah, 78.
What if in Batman Returns, the Shade was a villain and Batman's just flowing, and you see just Christopher Reeves flying Batman's thing in his movie and say, I hear, if you see those two together, is that not some shit that make you want to blow the freak up?
Blow up.
Christopher,
Already did.
Imagine seeing Christopher Reeves and Michael Keaton's Batman
Yes.
on the same screen in the heyday.
Yes.
When they
Let's go.
were now,
With that John Williams music.
those are two individual characters with their own development who came together and made a film, and that's just two characters. That shit that's iconic shit. Now, let's even make it for the younger ones. Brandon Routh's Superman Returns. What if he ever showed up in The Dark Knight? What if even Brandon Routh's Superman Returns, done by Christopher Nolan,
Could have been redeemable.
crossed over with Christian Bale, would have been epic. Just because we've seen Brandon in Superman Returns, we've seen Christian Bale in Batman Begins. They could have crossed that over. That would have been done better than what we got. We got the third worst. Christopher Reeves and Michael Keaton is the best.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh, Christian Bale was second best. They had another shot. They didn't do it. They did it with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, the second movie in the DCEU, and they already had them crossing over. One character in Batman who didn't even have his own freaking film.
And you know why they did it? Because the reception to Man of Steel wasn't as positive as they wanted it.
Because Zack Snyder ruined the brightness of Superman. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I mean,
He wants to make Superman something that he's not.
look at Iron Man. Iron Man 1 made money, but it didn't make a lot of money. It made what, 700 million, 6. It didn't make billion. Iron Man 2 made more and 3 made more. But they made enough where it was like, man, we made a nice amount of profit. Let's pushing.
Build on it.
Thor did not make a lot of money. Captain America, the first one, did not make a lot of money. They would go back and look at them. I implore you to go look at
They make money now.
No, go back and look at Captain America in the domestic box office. Go back and look at Thor 2, that Hulk movie. The profit is Batman vs Superman is more successful than all those films.
It really is.
Yeah.
Man of Steel is more successful than all those films. But what happened? They kept it going because they knew they were getting the characters right, and then later on down the road, it would pay off.
And people went and saw the movie, saw Batman vs Superman just because it was Batman and Superman in the damn movie. That was it.
That's key. That's ticket sales.
Yeah, like that, because what they did, what the studio execs did, people didn't like Man of Steel. What do we do? I got it. Let's put Batman in it. Ooh, we can throw in Wonder Woman as well.
But Man of Steel had a positive recount though. Like if you look at the count of everything, Man of Steel didn't do bad. It got like a 76.
No, it didn't do bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn good.
Man of Steel's not a bad movie.
Russell Crowe was tight.
Yeah, they could have built on that.
Man of Steel had fantastic elements in it, but they got the character wrong.
DC universe.
See,
and they could improve it.
But the thing was, they wanted everybody to like.
See, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel needed a sequel. This is what kills me. It needed it. Not only did it wasn't like a maybe. Man of Steel. You needed a Man of Steel.
The reason why they needed the Man of Steel 2 is because Superman was not developed.
He wasn't even
and Man of Steel
a robot.
Exact. And then that part 2 to show the hope factor. Like I can overcome all this stuff. I am the man. I am Superman. I mean something. This word means something. And we would have saw the development of him, right?
See,
which we saw with Captain America. Captain America 1. I can go all day. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm gonna lead the army. I'm gonna go stand on Broadway and I'm gonna go save Bucky, get frozen. Part 2, he was about that life.
Yeah.
Like doing them kicks and shit. Look at Black Panther, bro. This nigga bruh. Black Panther's finna have a. I remember we did a review on Movie Hoppers. I said it. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know about Black Panther because
nigga, is Angela Bassett in a Black Panther movie?
I believe so.
I heard that Angela Bassett is in the Black Panther movie, man.
So. She's supposed to be playing. I think she's playing his mom. I don't remember.
Bruh. So look, check this out. I'm trying to get this out from my dick and heart. Look, so I said Black Panther does not. He doesn't have enough elements
We had her first.
to push.
Oh wait, Green Lantern didn't exist.
She's Amanda Waller. We didn't get like with Black Panther. I was like, man, Black Panther's gonna be weak because Black Panther doesn't have a lot of elements to make him good. For the simple fact, yes, he's strong and everything, but is Hollywood gonna show how powerful Black Panther is? Because if you show how powerful he is, he's better than Captain America.
Yeah.
To serve his ass up.
Yep.
Are we gonna see this? Always been my worry because we know how Hollywood decreases black people. We know how they make them look. Oh, okay, this nigga's black. He's beast. He's no. We can't let the media see this because then they're gonna make these white characters look like trash.
Shout out to even having a Black Panther. I ain't worried about that. They made him tight.
Look, no. We talking about before all this. We're talking about when they said mentioning Black Panther having a standalone film. And I was like, okay, and then how is Black Panther going to build that audience? You just going to bring a Black Panther movie out? That's going to kind of be weak because ain't nobody going to be like, oh, I want to see a nigga in Africa. But they did it right.
Yeah.
They put this nigga in Civil War and gave him some of the best iconic scenes ever. That kickflip was epic.
Showing down with the Winter Soldier and Captain America.
I'm Clint. I don't remember you from the club. I don't care. Who's this nigga? This nigga's real. Now I can't wait to see a Black Panther film. You could have did introductions like that with Batman and Superman in them. You could have did it. You could have did just like that. You could have had.
Black Panther is not the Flash.
I know he's not.
He's not Wonder Woman. He ain't freaking Aquaman and Batman or Superman, bruh. You could do that. No disrespect. Black Panther is not on a class of Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Flash, and Wonder Woman, bruh. Yes, you can do
now. This nigga is now.
You can do that with him. You can't. Look what they did with the Justice League.
I know.
You don't do that with the Justice League.
I want to know what the old cast are saying about this shit. No one's really going to them guys. The old people in the ones that are still alive in the golden age, the silver age. I mean, a lot of them probably not around the golden age, but the silver age and the bronze age, and the modern day. I want to know what those artists and writers are saying about this, because I'm not getting any feed from that. No one's even really talking about that. No, what's his name? Dennis O'Neil and them. You're not hearing from that. I love Dennis O'Neil's interpretation of Batman. His artwork was on point. I love the 70s Batman. It's on point. That's that dark nigga. That's the one that fucking needs to be in this movie.
That was a hell of an era.
That's the one that everybody thought they was gonna get in with Ben Affleck when they was like, oh yeah, we're making him really dark.
No, it's not about being really dark. The problem with really dark is Frank Miller.
More to it.
We're talking about dark detective. We're talking about Batman with the blue.
I still haven't seen.
He won't have blue in this, but we're talking about that Batman. The Batman with the ears. The Batman with the slender cut. The Batman that fought and ran into Ra's al Ghul. We're talking about that Batman. I like Ben Affleck's interpretation of Batman. I get it. Older Batman. It works. But at the same time, it sucks. Because he's been through it. And that means if he's been through it, then that means Nightwing and them must exist. And if I don't see a Nightwing, I don't care how good this movie could possibly be. But if you show me a girl Robin first, and I don't see a Jason Todd, I don't see a Tim Drake. Well, Tim Drake won't exist. Well, because if you're going on this story, that means there's no Tim Drake. That means Jason Todd dies, and then you just have Richard Grayson. So then that sucks. That means you only have you're taking away so much elements of the Batman.
There's no Tim Drake, bro.
I know.
There's no Dick Grayson. They're gone.
But they've had a Jason Todd.
No. What I'm saying is on the Frank Miller story.
In this film, in the Batman solo, no Robin, bro. Ain't no Robin. They done. Cause we seen in Suicide Squad and the Batman vs Superman. That nigga was dead.
Yeah.
But
that Jason Todd nigga was dead. His suit was there. Yeah. He already died. So that's after Richard Grayson.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's Richard Grayson?
So there's not gonna be a Robin.
No, there's no Tim Drake. That's what I'm saying.
There might be a Nightwing.
There's no Tim Drake.
It would be distasteful to put it in there. The Batman still even have a script. Nigga threatening to not do the movie and shit.
Because he said,
for real?
Yeah, he's
Ben Affleck came out and said, I'm not gonna do the film if there's no script. I'm not gonna do the film if it's not the way I want it to be. Yeah. So you're fine, man. Batman is in a good spot. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
But because I'm
too bad for me.
Yeah, because Superman was my favorite character.
You know why? Because what I always say about actors. You show your true potential when you say, hell no. Can I throw that on here real quick?
Yeah, man. Bishop.
Hell no. To the no. Hell the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
Straight.
I know.
My nigga Bishop, bro.
When you say that, I don't give a freak. Freak that job.
When Zack Snyder sat down in DC, I want to bring Superman together, and then instead of not the sequel, Man of Steel 2, let's do Superman, and then let's introduce Ben Affleck as Batman, fresh off of Argo, hot. Let's put him in there, and then I kind of want to introduce Wonder Woman, so let's put her in there. Why are you gonna put all three of them in the movie? Because they're gonna fight Doomsday. Bishop!
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
They should have threw that nigga out the freaking office, but somehow they greenlit that shit.
And
Christopher Nolan said, don't kill Superman. Did he listen?
Nope.
No, he did
Christopher
not.
Nolan said, I will not be part of Justice League. They wanted him.
Just the way that he talked about him, I gotta get Superman out of the way somehow. And these freaking more on the Justice League trailer reaction.
Yep.
You guys reacted, I reacted by myself on the Justice League, and they wrecked me because I said, why is Batman recruiting the Justice League?
Exactly.
Batman is not a recruiter. He's not a friendly person. He's not social. That's not what he does.
He's a ghost.
Batman is a loner.
Superman
He's
would
a
do
ghost.
the
He's
recruiting
boogeyman in the
for
shadows.
Flash.
She's not
Batman
recruiting.
Yeah.
started out
He should've
in the
been on
Justice League as
mission.
a part-timer.
Bro, when I said that shit on my channel, why can't Batman do it? If he has
Because
the
that's
tech,
not
he has the money.
Batman.
That's
He
not
has the
his
money.
job.
and the tech.
Batman cares about Gotham first
People
and
don't
foremost.
know the characters.
They don't know the characters, and
That's
this is
the overall-
why
they
they
don't
did
know the
it.
character. I got
This
so
is-
much hate for
this is
saying
why
that shit.
they
I didn't
did
feel
it.
that shit.
Batman don't want nobody coming in Gotham. He want to take care of Gotham on his own.
This
with
is
his
why they did it, so
Batman
they
is
can
the
get
most
away with
twisted.
this shit.
And now, and Zack Snyder said he admitted to it. Yeah, when I was getting it's quotes, you could go look it up. What Zack Snyder said about Superman, it was disrespectful. When I wanted to make the Justice League, I didn't want Superman to do it. He was kind of like, of course, if you make a Justice League, everyone's gonna say, yeah, Superman's gonna recruit because that's what he does. He's Superman. So I had to figure out some way to get him out of the way, and I wanted to do it different with Batman. That's some disrespectful shit.
Like-
You're automatically not taking the Justice League the way it should be taken.
And you know who I blame for this? The
Zack
number one
Snyder.
actor, Henry Cavill, for saying,
Okay.
hell no. I'm not doing. Man, I'm Superman,
I feel
bro.
what they saying, man. That Henry Cavill is not an established actor. He's not a strong actor. He's not an A-list actor. He has no weight to say no or
Yeah, he
fire
can-
him in the.
He does have weight to say no. He can say, Zach, you my boy, yada yada, but you can't do that to the character. First and foremost, that kills everything. Superman means this. You hired an actor who can't speak
How do you
for
know
himself.
that even Henry Cavill is a Superman fan? He probably doesn't know Superman.
Let me get
so
to
he
it.
probably was like, okay.
Let me get to it. You can't hire an actor who knows nothing of the character. In that case, I would have went and got fucking Nicolas Cage to just
Nicolas Cage
pull
was
back that hair and get that electrical suit he was gonna have in his
15 years ago, 16 years ago, maybe.
Jerry Seinfeld would have been a better Superman. These niggas
Yeah,
love
the character.
Superman.
You need someone like that involved with the project, whispering in the ear of someone. Ben Affleck is he's in the game.
Yeah.
He's a fan. He's an actor, the producer, and the motherfucking director. Oh shoot, Batman's gonna be fine. I have no doubt
right,
in Batman.
Batman
I have no doubt in Batman,
Write his
bro.
own movies.
And see, but he probably said the same thing. He doesn't want a female Robin. He probably said the same thing.
All right.
That's
Patty
pointless.
Jenkins. Patty
Pointless.
Jenkins is a great director, and that movie Monster, y'all.
No, I've seen that shit.
She knows how to direct women. She knows how to make. All right. The woman role in Monster with Charlize Theron she won the Oscar because she deserved that shit. She even made a relationship between two women and had a dominant woman versus the submissive woman, and you felt more for the dominant, problematic woman. If Patty Jenkins could make me feel for Charlize Theron's character, who was a prostituting, drinking, alcoholic, murdering psychopath, kind of, but she still showed us her emotion side, why she was like that, why she was doing the things she was doing, and I felt sad for the lead. I felt sad for Charlize's character. She was so deep. She could easily do that with Wonder Woman. Easily. That's why I have faith in the Wonder Woman film, among other things.
See,
But you have Charlie. She's a whole other type of actress too, though.
Yeah, she's on the whole other level.
She's a whole other type of actress.
But she knows how to direct. She could tell Gal certain facial expressions to do. She could tell Gal how to position her body. She could tell Gal, cut, I need more emotion. All right, like this, cut, I need really sad, like you just lost your pet.
She's a Mel Gibson.
Perfect, give me that.
Game.
She'll say
Gibson.
cut. I know Zack Snyder would say cut. No, I want it like this. It was probably just actor come up there and do it. All right, good. No.
My thing is,
What about? Oh, go ahead.
with this, because remember, we came in, we did the kickback, and I said Justice League would be mediocre, and the reason I said that is because this franchise is weak. On Zack Snyder's track record, both of the films he's done have been weak. When Batman vs Superman failed,
3 films.
Man of Steel. You're right. With Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. He drove that.
He was executive producer.
Okay, then all 3 films were weak. And when that happened, after Batman v Superman, remember, everybody was saying, y'all should get a new director, and they was like, we're gonna, and even Warner Brothers at one point, they was claiming they might look at new directors, but they stuck with Zack Snyder. He was back filming Justice League like 2 weeks after that. But the whole thing is, Zack Snyder doesn't know what he's doing. He ruined the entire franchise.
That nigga lucked up. He fell backward. He stumbled backwards into a DCEU head of that shit.
Yeah, he ruined
that nigga. In Man of Steel, the first 2 movies, Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, that man had total power.
Yeah,
he was greater than Kevin Feige. He had creative control. He was executive, creative, everything. You just threw it at that man.
He couldn't know what to do with it. He
didn't know what to do with what he was getting.
I would have knew exactly what it did.
He don't know what to do with no Wonder Woman. He don't know what to do with the Flash. Superman, obviously.
Yeah, because
he sure knows what to do with Batman. He loves him some Batman. So why don't you just make it clear that you know Batman, nigga?
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's an Aquaman fan.
Yeah, I know he likes Aquaman too.
But Batman was Ben Affleck, because I heard when they were doing Batman v Superman, it was a lot of creative problems with Ben Affleck as Batman and Zack Snyder. Ben Affleck was like, man, freak that shit.
Yeah, just because Zack Snyder likes Aquaman too, that don't mean that the Aquaman movie's gonna be great. He ain't directing it.
No, this Aquaman gonna be beast.
Because here's the thing: you can be a super fan of something, you can like something, and you ain't gonna be good at translating that shit to film. Because the guys who
that means you have to be a good director.
Because the guys who did because the guys who did Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, were huge fans of Dungeons and Dragons, and the shit flopped.
Because Dungeons and Dragons is not the type of movie you bring to screen. But however, that's why Alan Moore is so epic. Because when he did Watchmen, he made sure he made that shit right. Because Alan Moore wasn't finna have it. Frank Miller's like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna give my check. Alan Moore, no, don't touch Alan Moore's stuff. That's why V Vendetta is tight. Alan Moore don't play that shit. I love his creative mind. Alan Moore is so epic. He does not let people touch his shit unless it's done right.
That's good. That's how it should be done.
Yup.
These writers. Alan Moore was there when
no, Alan Moore the green like that shit.
That's his story.
You need to make sure that shit's on point.
Okay.
Alan Moore ain't playing that shit.
That was one of the.
That's why when Sandman come out.
So
he did Sandman?
No, Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
So Zack Snyder had a check on him. He had somebody checking him when he was.
No. It's called. Let me read that script before you bring it out.
Okay, but he had somebody to make sure stuff was. He had somebody to make sure that things were going right.
That was one of his rare adaptations that kind of worked out because a lot of his stuff really didn't get adapted because of that. He was very secure about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they kind of got away with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but they're gonna reboot that too.
Yeah, because the thing.
That's why he learned his lesson. Because League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is an epic story.
Yeah,
it's tight and it's more graphic than what they give us. Them monsters get down.
Like,
I would love to see a Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, man. That's why I want the Justice League Dark to actually be successful on screen.
Yeah.
But
freak that Justice League Dark shit.
What you talking about?
They can't even get the Justice League right, nigga. Freak Justice League
Dark.
They
need.
But Justice League Dark is considered.
They should be ashamed for even coming up with that shit right now. They need to worry about getting this shit right first.
But you gotta look at Justice League Dark is technically like let's say Black Panther and Captain America.
I don't even want to hear nothing about no other Justice League when they ain't getting this shit right.
Hey man,
I don't want to hear nothing about no other Superman animated when you gotta get this nigga right. Flash and shit, man. Get these niggas right first, man.
They ain't.
Because you know what? Now it's like you said. Now in order to fix it, now they basically have to start. They have to start from scratch.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't like they had nothing to start with in the first place.
Yeah, but
we would forgot about Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
You could have came right now.
You'll never forget about it.
No. What I'm saying is the masses. That shit would have went in the archive. Like niggas try to forget about Green Lantern, which I thought Green Lantern wasn't that damn bad.
I mean,
It wasn't that bad.
Green
the
Lantern.
CG was bad, and the
What?
CG was incredible.
No,
To
I'm
me.
sorry, not the
To me,
that shit
the
was tight for
CG
its
that
time.
they did. The
This
CG
shit
that they
still tight
did
right
was
now, man.
I watched this shit. Remember I showed you
That
on
shit
the
epic.
on that 3D
What was it?
TV. That shit was
The cloud.
epic.
On the 3D movie.
Parallax. What they did with him was bad.
Yeah.
Those are things you can fix.
Tweet.
Yeah.
It wasn't wrong with it.
That's Sinestro, and it was nice.
Yeah, I was looking forward
Like
to a
all
sequel.
that.
That's Sinestro looked like he was on point. I wanted to see.
I wanted to see
I was
what
cool with Amanda Waller and all that.
I was like, this can work. This can work.
Like
It was-
You got some bugs to fix, but you.
It
can
was
fix
a great
Wasn't dark
entry.
though. It
A
wasn't
lot of great
too
potential in
colorful.
there.
It was a great entry.
And that was in a time when all the big villains was clouds and shit, because they did the same thing. But
Nah, they just fucked up because Parallax is not a cloud.
I know he's not a cloud.
But that's what I'm
they
saying.
did the same thing with Galactus in Fantastic Four 2.
It's because they didn't have the potential to make that nigga. Make that
Fantastic
nigga a
Four 2 should
cloud.
have never been made, but okay.
They just needed to. With Green Lantern, should have been it always should have been the kickoff. They should have did the march. They should have did the Manhunters as the actual villain.
That would have been great to bring him in.
And then you bring the Manhunters in. You show the bond between Hal Jordan and Sinestro as best friends, growing and coming up. Sinestro getting pissed off at the
Guardians.
The Guardians is saying, you know what, we can use other sources because our will is getting defeated. Let's put fear in these monsters, these Manhunters, and they're like, no, you can't tamper with fear, and he ends up tampering with it a little bit, gets the mission done, but hides the ring. Part 2, you start seeing him transition to darkness of more fear. He gives at the end of that movie, they go against the Red Lanterns. You go against the Red Lanterns in part 2. He's like, man, he tried to get Hal Jordan. Hey, man, we can do these fear rings. He's like, man, I ain't fucking with that. Part 3, Sinestro versus Green Lantern. Epic movie series. You saw development of character. They fucked this movie up, man.
But I didn't, because the only thing I didn't like, what I didn't like about Sinestro, I liked what he looked like at the end, but I didn't like, because the turn came out of nowhere to me. Like, because they didn't build to it.
That wasn't a turn.
Yeah, that was just
He wasn't turning.
It was curious.
He wanted the power, and he believed, he was so arrogant. He believed he could tame the fear and use it to do good.
Yeah,
But
his
it would
mind was
corrupt him.
destined to.
Yeah.
Over time.
And in the sequel, he was still going to be a Green Lantern.
yeah.
With the yellow doing right, but it slowly throughout that film was going to take over him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going to turn in the sequel.
Yeah. And then in part 3, it's going to be versus.
Okay,
Continue. It's going to be like that. But
The Flash's suit is too dark. It needs to be brighter red.
Yeah.
First of all, that suit is dark red. It needs to be brighter than that as well.
that's just like he got his
Every
ass-
time I see this man, he just doesn't. There's something he don't look right.
He doesn't like Flash. Look at his
I
head.
never liked Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Me neither. I got 8 up for saying that.
So did I.
He's a great actor.
Right.
What does that have to do with him being a type
Yeah,
Flash?
Yeah, right.
That doesn't mean anything, my nigga. Come on, man. Look at Anthony Mackie. He's an excellent Falcon.
Hey, bro, I used to shoot. I used to shoot on Gary Gunson for having that big head in that suit.
Yeah.
But it's a shame when the TV show version of Flash looks better than the movie version. Of
Oh
Flash.
yeah. Oh, and you heard that they said did you hear that they said, oh yeah, there's gonna be a scene where with Ezra Miller and he's racing Grant Gustin's Flash. I said, why?
No, that
You
ain't
don't
gonna
need
happen.
that.
They're not crossing paths at
Yeah.
all. What about you, Ron? You quiet today, man. What's up?
I was just trying to picture how they can utilize Batman without getting in the way of Superman. I was looking at the picture and I was basically thinking that basically he should have just been a ghost throughout the series. When him and Superman had that altercation, that should have been his moment to see the potential in him and team up to go find the other Justice League members. But I think when he showed up in Metropolis, it should have been on some type of mysterious factor, like him trying to figure out what was going on and why he felt that this man was a threat. And then at that point, he would have left Metropolis, and I think it would have been kind of cool to see him hunting down the Suicide Squad while the Justice League were out there doing their thing, kind of like Assault on Arkham.
Exactly.
Him hunting them down and being a ghost. He's there, but we never are really focused on him. But he shows up when it's time, because that's when he's, doing this detective
Exactly.
thing. And I think that would have been great, because each movie Batman would show up and he'd be that ghost figure, that mythological figure that just pops up out of nowhere. But he's out there
Exactly.
solving crimes. but he's out there doing homework at the same time too. Oh, there's other cats
Showing
out there.
the detective in particular.
Superman's not as bad as I think he is. He's actually trying to do something, but when he showed up, he saw the stuff that was happening from Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So I think they should have played on that figure and like just Batman sprinkled out through each movie.
Yeah.
And then when the League came, then have him like screen time and all that, and then push him off into a solo movie. But he should have been like that ghost here and there.
I always thought, and I'm going to end with this because this video is going too long, but I always thought that the Justice League should have came together on an easy note. You should have had two iconic figures meet each other, and John Jones should have been the orchestrator of everything from behind scenes.
Yeah.
Superman is too busy to go look for niggas. Batman's too busy. Yeah, Batman's too Batman to go look for niggas. Wonder Woman is too Wonder Woman.
She's too isolated.
But Martian Manhunter has the mind telepath abilities. He sees all, and he's smart as fuck. Batman let him. He tells Martian Manhunter tells Batman, "There's a threat coming. We need to prepare." And Batman's like, "Why should I believe you?" And he reads his mind, and Batman sees all the terror that's going to happen, like the flashbacks, which I think they were trying to adapt, but they did it wrong.
Yeah.
Now, if the flashbacks was Martian Manhunter telepathically doing it, then we might got something a little bit better. But
just the thought of that is
that'd have been tight. Like Bruce, that's all Martian Manhunter doing that. Now, Martian Manhunter orchestrates the team.
The internet's not cooperating.
Good.
Check back in a few.
Good. Martian Manhunter orchestrates the Justice League. He puts it all together. He finds the remains of Cyborg. You see what I'm saying? He finds it, and then Superman goes and says, Batman talks to Superman at the end of Man of Steel 2 or something like, a bigger threat's coming. We need to prepare. And then Superman's like, I know a kid in Central City. Yeah, he might be able to help out. Now you kind of you can see the bond, because I always believe Flash should have been in Man of Steel 1. He should have been one of the guys this is what I hate about movies. It's a threat like Zod, my nigga. I mean, superheroes need to come out and try to stop this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Regardless of screen time, this is reality. If I'm Flash and I see some nigga wrecking Metropolis, I don't know if Superman, but my gut tells me I need to save people. So that means I'm gonna go to Metropolis and try to save people. There's nothing wrong with seeing zip by saving people.
Yeah. You didn't even have to see the character. You could have just saw the lightning.
Exactly. And you could have saw a quick shot, Superman looking like what the, and you see because he has X-ray vision. You see Flash just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Buckets of cum. Would you not have? Would you not have?
Yeah.
Would you not have? Right? You see that kind of stuff.
Buckets of cum on the Martian Manhunter thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And then you see something like when Superman went into space with Zod. This is an introduction to everything. They pound it. Boom, boom, boom. And they go through the mascara. Fighting. And you see a woman on a horse. Not Wonder Woman, but you see a woman on a horse. You're unlocking the universe. Mother, I saw a man. What? You see things like this. You see certain things that unlocks it. You could have saw Batman. You could have saw a dude with binoculars just looking up. You didn't see his face, like just binoculars, homie. And then you see binoculars, and you slowly go to the side. You see a bat signal. Throughout this whole 40-minute fight, you could have saw everything you need to see to unlock the universe. I always felt that Man of Steel was the archive to that. Man of Steel, when Superman had that oil rig and he fell and he was on the coast, he was teed to see a nigga floating in the water. Like, yes. I saved this nigga. And he goes up and you see the flippers on the back of his legs. That's what they needed to do. If you was gonna rush it, that's how you do it. You don't show them, but you show them. You let us know they exist.
Like they were working in the background.
They was always there.
Yeah.
I hate that, like when
when
Zod comes, bruh, that shit was all over the world.
Yeah, everybody knew he was there.
That's all over the world. You could have seen a nigga with blonde hair with a blue suit, boots of gold, reading a newspaper. Like, I'm not saving this nigga at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have showed Theodore, Blue Beetle in his lab. You could have showed so much of the universe. They all stay in the same damn block.
Stop.
Like they just fucked it up. But That's all you guys gonna get.
Yeah.
I can't keep going. I'm too
We gonna
epic.
get mad.
I know, I ain't gonna get mad. I get happy. Cause when I drop my universe, I know my shit's gonna be on point. When I drop my comic book characters, they're gonna be on point. And my niggas, they have characters too that I think are dope. Only Flash 2, he changes around a lot. But when they finish, we gonna be on point.
Yeah.
Like any last words?
Nah, I'm cool, man. Just
Martian Manhunter needs a movie. Go ahead.
I agree with him. Martian Manhunter needs a movie. He needs to be in this universe. I'm not working on no comic books, but I think I'm gonna write a book eventually.
What's up? I don't think nothing.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm J3. I got Jody Joe, the encyclopedia, the man that knows all. Ron Joe Genji.
let that
C.
hate
Smith.
rain down upon us all.
The hate's gonna come, but just make sure you watch the video before you start writing bogus comments.
Please do.
And thumbs this video up and share this video, guys. Let people know about J3 Entertainment and Jody's Corner. We out here. We keep it real at all times. 100% is what we do.
It's
Peace. Love.